So Ripple Labs has just rejected a $2 billion settlement offer provided by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission for the XRP lawsuit. And to top it off, ended up counter-offering them another option for the settlement of the Ripple SEC lawsuit. In fact, Ripple Labs countered the SEC settlement offer with a $10 million proposal to which they'd be willing to pay $10 million in exchange for ending this Ripple lawsuit for good. And of course, this comes as wide-scale adoption of the XRP token begins to expand globally and not just in Canada and the United States. In fact, Switzerland's central bank has said that they'd be willing to consider the use of XRP as a global cross-border asset for facilitating payment. Now, of course, there's truthfully a lot to talk about. And of course, we're talking about banks deciding they are going to be using XRP, with 19 central banks already reporting that they have purchased over $9.4 billion worth of XRP in Q1 of 2024. And this is confirmed. In fact, in an article on the Crypto Basic, it states 19 banks report exposure to XRP, in total 9.4 billion euros invested in their positions within XRP holdings. So they're purchasing XRP, accumulating as much as they can, and plan to actually use it for payments, which is why they're in such an accumulation phase. But of course, we're all seeing massive whales enter into the market, with just in the last couple of weeks, over $13.7 million in XRP being purchased by massive whales, showing a massive bullish pattern and signal that people are shifting their wealth into XRP, and most importantly, the XRP ledger. Now, of course, before we get right into all of this, we do have to announce our massive XRP giveaway as always and go over our daily XRP market update. Of course, guys, XRP is down about 2% today at 54 cents, but if you want to accumulate more XRP in less than 5 minutes, this is your chance. Because if you sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction, whether it be 1 penny, $1, or $10, you're going to get potentially up to $100 to accumulate more XRP, XLM, or your favorite cryptocurrency. Again, it takes less than 5 minutes. You must also subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on, in addition to, of course, sharing this video and tapping that like button. Now, with all that being said, let's get right into the video. The United States government is taking a completely different shift than they were in the past, focusing more on how they can accept cryptocurrencies and work with and partner with companies like Ripple Labs for payments. In fact, one of the largest and most prominent Congress members stated that the future of crypto is in the US, will be determined by Congress, and that the American people, not the administrative states, will most likely use it. Now, of course, what does this actually mean? Well, if you actually hear the clip, and I'll show you guys it in the next couple seconds, he emphasizes that they have to work with companies like Ripple Labs that are there to facilitate payments, that are there to make things easier, more efficient, and cheaper for the average individual and for the governments, and they should use them and accept them as this is innovative technology, putting an emphasis that the SEC chairman is likely to be one of the key elements that is restricting innovation in the United States, and affirming his stance that he recommends a settlement and that he thinks it will happen between both Ripple Labs and the SEC. Let's roll the clip.
I thank you, Chairman Hill and Ranking Member Lynch, for holding this important hearing today. And thank you again to our witnesses for your testimony. Crypto technology is shifting economic power from centralized institutions back into the hands of the people. It's transformational, and it can be threatening to unelected bureaucrats and, quite frankly, some elected people here in Washington, D.C. This threat is most saliently observed through several recent administrative actions. On January 3rd, 2023, the Fed, FDIC, and the OCC issued a statement discouraging banks from holding crypto or servicing crypto clients on a, quote, safety and soundness basis. On February 7th, 2023, the Federal Reserve published a statement in the Federal Register seemingly turning this perspective into a final rule without following the public comment process outlined in the Administrative Procedure Act. In the midst of this, on January 27, 2023, the White House National Economic Council published, quote, the administration's roadmap to mitigate cryptocurrency's risks. This report summarizes President Biden's political plan to lawlessly abuse the administrative state to push American crypto firms and their United States customers into offshore, unregulated, opaque, and unsafe markets. These recent actions are an explicit display of what Congress and the American people already noticed. This administration is weaponizing the banking sector to debank legal crypto activity here in the U.S., using scare tactics to run an entire industry out of the country. And the collapse of FTX should warn us of the vulnerable position we are putting American consumers in when we don't compete to keep crypto firms on shore. Clearly, the administration's policies are motivated by a thirst for increased control over the American people, because here in Congress, crypto is not partisan. Republicans and Democrats have an 8-year history of working productively together on solutions to this space.
So as we shift away from Ripple Labs and settlement, which is the topic of today's video, we have to get into globalization of XRP. And this is where we're starting to see a lot of central banks officially build on the XRP ledger. In fact, China is likely to begin using XRP in the ledger for payments within the country. We've also seen the Central Bank of Russia set to begin using XRP for cross-border payments. Zimbabwe also working with Ripple on a launch for a gold-backed local currency. So we're seeing the massive expansion of XRP, and it's all happening all outside of the US. So whether a settlement happens or doesn't, does that really impact the price and value of XRP? Not really, as the big picture really doesn't even require the states, because we're seeing massive influx of funds, all expected to begin flowing into the XRP ledger, and it's all coming from outside of the US. In fact, Ripple has been very good at looking at new industries to venture into, with them set to build one of the largest money corridors in history ever to exist, with a predicted value of over $5 trillion of transaction volume, all expected to begin flowing into the XRP ledger as a result. So as the US decides that they want to settle with Ripple Labs and begin using its technology, the rest of the world already has begun doing so, and the amount of money expected to begin flowing into the ledger is substantial, to the point that people like Jack the Rippler, prominent XRP analysts, believe that $22 per XRP is coming, and it's coming quicker than anybody could imagine. Also emphasizing that there are other XRP ledger tokens that are in the DeFi space that are set to facilitate a chunk of that money, like the CTF token, are also going to do massive jumps. In this scenario, he highlights CTF token, a DeFi token on the XRP ledger, which is expected to go from 85 cents to $748 because it's on the XRP ledger and because it's set to facilitate the massive amounts of money that are going to come from these new corridors that the XRP ledger is really going to facilitate and build. And it makes sense, because as more and more money begins to flow into the XRP ledger, it's certain coins that are in the DeFi space that are on the ledger, the ones that are going to capitulate all the money, and as a result, it has to reflect in the value. In fact, we've seen a lot of breakout patterns, and a lot of coins actually do 100x or 1000x, specifically in the bull run, and if they're in the DeFi space, it just makes it more likely that something like that will happen. Now, of course, I want to make this clear that I'm not a financial advisor. Of course, this is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research. In fact, to make it more convenient to you guys, I'm going to link their website down below in the description at ctftoken.com, and you guys can check it out on the Polygon chain and or the XRP ledger, as they are available on both, and there's a lot of information on their website. XRP's price point has also begun forming a very, very bullish breakout pattern. In fact, XRP will makes that clear, highlighting that XRP weekly is holding in a heavy support zone, and it may be that massive breakout pattern that Jack the Rippler has been talking about that may bring the price of XRP to those unprecedented levels of $22, all within a matter of an extremely short time frame. And again, it's all happening at the exact same time to which you're getting multiple reports that the crypto bull run has started. And it makes sense as we officially end off the Bitcoin halving and altcoins begin to start retracing back to their normal values. And the expectation is from then we're going to see a massive Bitcoin breakout, taking altcoins also to highs that we have never seen before. And of course, the leader of the bull run will be DeFi tokens, most importantly banking tokens, and ISO 222 tokens, which are really XRP topped. So when we look at banking, we look at XRP, and it's been the critical leader. And so XRP will lead the pack, and of course, as a result, will be the most valuable one out of the group. So of course, guys, with all that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to tap the like button, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on, and share this video. And as always, don't forget to follow me on Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, everything will be linked down below. And if you want to get yourself up to $100 worth of free XRP or any crypto and want to continue to accumulate, well, our partnership with Uphold, where all you're gonna have to do is tap that like button, subscribe, share, and most importantly, sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction, gives you that opportunity to get up to $100 to either withdraw that money, pay it to buy pay your bills, or spend that money on accumulating more crypto prior to the Bitcoin and crypto bull run. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you next time, and peace.